Alright, so this is going to be another movie review. This one's called The House of Smiles, 1991. This is going to be another Marco Ferreri flick. The last one in my queue for now, thank God. This is going to be a drama comedy starring Ingrid Thulin, who by this time has not been kind to her. She looks horrific compared to her earlier Swedish movies with Ingmar Bergman. Anyways, she's living in this senior care center. Her friend likes to poop on herself, and her family hates her. She meets this guy who's cheating on his invalid wife, who's hooked up to a bunch of tubes, and so she's always smiling. I guess she was a Miss Smiles beauty queen at one point in her life, and Ingrid Thulin lived 34 years of her life in Italy after doing her Swedish thing. So I guess she learned Italian along the way somewhere. And she's also in Salon Kitty, which is another movie that I want to see. Tinto Brass Nazi exploitation movie. That should be interesting. This one was not interesting, unfortunately. I guess it's supposed to be funny. I didn't find any of it funny. There's like a weird looking African backyard. I guess they're supposed to be immigrants from Africa coming into Italy before Italy said stop it with the African immigrants decades later. But anyway, it's weird because this one African guy, he's got a monkey in the refrigerator, and it reminded me of the third Indiana Jones movie, Temple of Doom, where they eat monkey brains and stuff. Very odd, and one of the comely young Italian caregivers gets naked. She's kind of chubby and big breasts. She's kind of interesting. She's like a Phoebe Cates look-alike, and then with the frizzy hair and all that from the late 80s. I'm not sure why it says 1991. I guess Netflix has it as 1988. I'm always confused by Netflix dates, so forgive me for that. And yeah, there's brief nudity for like 3 seconds in this one. That's about it. So the caregivers decide to make a prank on Ingrid Thulin because they're sick and tired of her kind of libertine lifestyle with this guy who's cheating on his invalid wife. They like to go in this watermelon little camper thing out in the African park, out in the back. And I guess that's where they're doing their off-camera lovemaking the whole time, and I don't know. I couldn't get into any of the characters. Oh, so they steal her Ingrid Thulin's dentures, even though she's supposed to be nothing but gums without her denture. You can clearly see her teeth when she supposedly had her dentures stolen, which makes it kind of cheap looking and very shoddy camera work in this one. So there's that, and so she's crying. She fights with her boyfriend slash married lover guy, and she he kind of tries to compromise with her. He gets her some vampire dentures, which make her look even more hideous. And everybody says she looks great and this and that. I think she looks terrible. God, what a hideous monstrosity she became at the age of 70. And I believe she died from cancer around this time. So her health probably isn't too good either. So I guess it's a senior citizen movie. Maybe they're trying to piggyback on the success of movies like Cocoon, stuff like that. But I don't know. I hated this flick. Like I said, skip it. Don't watch it. Thankfully, I'm into the Werner Herzog section of my Netflix queue. Even the documentaries are better than Ferreri and Godard. Although I did like The Seed of Man. That was excellent movie from Ferreri. The only movie that I really loved from him. The rest of them are kind of mediocre, range from terrible to bad to mediocre, somewhere in that range. So yeah, Le Grand Boff was kind of middle, 3 out of 5 stars, but I definitely give Seed of Man 5 out of 5 stars, man. That was a weird flick. I dig the dystopian futuristic movies. Even Godard's Alphaville, I give 3 out of 5 stars, which is the highest rating that I've ever given a Godard film in my entire life. So, yeah, if these art house directors had just stuck with sci-fi, like I said in my last review, they would have been much better directors, both Ferreri and Godard. Pasolini was a great director without having to do any sci-fi, as far as I know. But anyways, I'm pretty tired. I've been up since 4 o'clock this morning. It's like 10:22. So I think I'll hit the shower and crash out for like 5 hours or so. So I'll be really tired tomorrow, but I'll try to pick up some Netflix later this week, and we'll get into the Werner Herzog stuff. Hopefully next week. I'm going to be too dang tired this weekend to review any movies in all likelihood. So yeah, I might crash out on Saturday though for about 9 hours or so. We'll see. But I still have to work 3 jobs on Friday, so that's going to be a pain. And by then I'll just be dead tired. So that's about it. That's the end of my review. Laters.